Graduates, please be seated. Good evening. Welcome to Andress High School's commencement ceremony for the mighty class of 2020. At this time, I would like to thank our superintendent, Mr. Juan Cabrera, Mr. Chuck Taylor, Andress Board of Trustees, the entire Board of Trustees, and Dr. Carla Gonzalez, Associate Superintendent of Academic and School Leadership, and everyone that has helped make this event possible for our graduates. I would also like to thank the Andress High School feeder pattern principals who are here today. From Charles Middle School, Mr. David Zamora and Assistant Principal Ana Montes. From Terrace Hills, Principal Letty Ewing. From Baron Elementary, Principal Ms. Lydia Anguiano. Fannin Elementary, Principal Marta Muela and Assistant Principal Deneen Klaus. Newman Elementary, Principal Pauletta Howard. Nixon Elementary, Principal Christine Miles. And Tom Lee Elementary, Principal Michelle Casillas and Assistant Principal Mary Mahler. Tonight's Pledge of Allegiance and Texas Pledge will be presented by Senior Class President Ashley Garay. At this time, I ask that everyone focus their attention to the big screens.
Good evening. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for Andress High School Class of 2020. My name is Ashley Garay. I am the Senior Class President. Please rise for the National Anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Texas Pledge, and a moment of silence.
It'll be on the screen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please observe for a moment of silence in honor of all who have left us too soon. You will forever be part of Andress High School. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to formally thank our honored guests, Superintendent Mr. Juan Cabrera, Board Member Mr. Charles Taylor, Associate Superintendent Dr. Carla Gonzalez, our feeder pattern principals, Andress administrations, faculty, staff, parents, family members, and graduates. Please welcome the Valedictorian, the highest academic achiever at Andress High School, for the class of 2020, Andrea Bazan.
Hello and welcome, friends and family, teachers, administrators, EPISD personnel, and the Andress High School Class of 2020 graduates. I am honored to be speaking in front of you all and being able to commemorate the accomplishments and memories of our unforgettable class. We began senior year listening to the endless 2020 puns about having the perfect vision, but 2020 didn't turn out to be so clear, with our future plans up in the air and senior year stolen from beneath our feet. Although we only experienced 3/4 of our senior year, we accomplished remarkable things, meaning perseverance and persistence are nothing new to us. as we have learned to work through it all as individuals and as a team throughout high school. Today, our long hours have paid off. Of course, our accomplishments would not have been possible without our amazing support system, our Andress teachers, counselors, admin, and coaches. Our teachers saw us as more than a piece of paper and a Scantron. They saw us as people, not ID numbers or test scores, and taught lifelong lessons beyond what any curriculum could. On behalf of the class of 2020, thank you. I would also like to thank our incredible custodial and cafeteria staff for their essential service that has always been provided but often went unnoticed. We greatly appreciate all that you do. Lastly, our parents, or those who raised us. They got us from diapers to diplomas, and this is a celebration of their accomplishments as well. To my parents, who never missed a swim meet, who taught me the importance of hard work and dedication, and how far simply being kind can take you. To Allie, who spends hours teaching me TikTok dances I physically cannot do, but is the best little sister I could ask for. To Erin, who makes me laugh when I'm crying and reminds me not to take life too seriously. To Ashley, who's the best role model I could ask for. To Awa and the rest of my family and friends. It is because of you all, your support, and your unconditional love that I am here today. As our summer will soon become fall, and our new realities and lives consume us, we will face many uncertainties. But remember, uncertainty is just a synonym for opportunity. As normalcy is returning, as our agendas are filling up, like toilet paper is returning to shelves, we learn to just roll with it. So here's to you, class of 2020, we made it. Please help me welcome the class of 2020's all Andress boy, Ivan Vera.
Hello everyone. These years of high school have felt long but short, and we all have certain memories that will stick with us, like being a clueless little freshman rummaging through the crowds of people, or even going to the wrong class and being so embarrassed. It's happened to all of us at some point. When I got the call saying I was awarded All Andress Boy, I freaked out and started crying because I remember that when I was in elementary school, I would run around the car to avoid going to school. And now I realize that actually going to school and working so hard pays off. Now here we are at our graduation. It's taken a lot to finally get here due to a virus that changed our entire second semester. That day we were let out for spring break, we never thought it would be our last day to ever walk through those halls that have been our home away from home. I want you all to close your eyes and remember an amazing moment you had in high school. It's been great, but now we must go into the real world and become amazing adults. I'm so excited to see where everyone will go. I would like to thank a few people. My parents, thank you for always waking me up in the morning and making me go to school. My sister, thank you for always making me laugh when I need it after a long day at school. My grandparents, thank you for always picking me up after school and helping me with all my work. And to some friends, Brianna, Angelina, Victoria, and Natalie, thank you for the amazing memories at lunch and before morning practice. I love you all so much, and I'm going to miss all those band memories like making it to finals at SISD March Fest, even dancing in the stands with everyone at football games. And everyone remembers me as the guy who would tell those dad jokes on the announcements every morning, as the guy that conducted the band during halftime performances. But here's one last dad joke for you guys. What do you get when two giraffes collide? A giraffic jam. Congratulations to us, the class of 2020. Let's all make a promise no matter where we all go, we shall all stay friends. Thank you, and I love you, class of 2020. Please welcome my good friend, our student body president, valedictorian, and all Andress girl, Andrea Bazan.
Thank you, Ivan. As Pam Beasley once said, there's a lot of beauty in ordinary things. Isn't that kind of the point? And while it was the point of the office, it is also the point of these speeches. For if there was not beauty in attending Andress for the past 4 years, we would have nothing to reminisce about and simply take the diploma and walk away from it all. And although it may have taken a global pandemic and a quarantine for us to realize how precious our ordinary days were, we came around. Looking back to our freshman year, confused about what WAB really meant and what the quad was, to the blur we call sophomore year, then junior year, which made us easier to spot than freshmen because of the eye bags and backpacks, and finally, our long-awaited senior year. For 675 days, we walked into Andress High School most every day, wishing we were home instead or anywhere but the classroom, until lunchtime to enjoy talking with our friends, experiencing the struggle of finding parking, anticipating when the quad would be done, and so much more taken away from us, we didn't see the beauty that lied within our ordinary lives. Our past 4 years culminated into 4 months of quarantine, but despite not spending the last few weeks at school, Andress will live within us forever. Personally, the eye roll that comes naturally when our rival claims they're beast of the Northeast will stick with me for as long as I live. Just like the classmates that became our very best friends, the teachers and coaches we learn lifelong lessons from, and the pride we feel in simply knowing where we came from. Although we each have different stories and experiences, we all made it through high school together. And together we will support each other in future endeavors. Remember to always shoot for the stars, and as an eagle, continue to soar high. Congratulations, class of 2020. And now it is my privilege to announce our principal, Mr. Joseph Benago.
It is with great pleasure that we welcome parents, family, and friends to this important ceremony that celebrates this milestone in the lives of our outstanding graduates. Eagles, tonight is an important event in your life. We are here to recognize your hard work, dedication, and accomplishments. Tonight, we also celebrate in appreciation of your family, friends, and educators that have supported you along this journey. Eagles, your senior year has been historic. It began with a tragedy that united us all and ended with a pandemic that has kept us apart. However, your dedication, commitment, and accomplishments made this day even more impressive and will be your strength to your successes in years to come. At this time, I would like to recognize and honor our honor graduates. Would our top 2% graduates please stand when your name is called? Valedictorian, Andrea Bazan. Darren Bryant. Paula Claus. Samantha Porter. Salutatorian, Shakeela, Wilkes. Danielle Whitley. Let's give a round of applause to our top 2%. You may be seated. Next, wearing gold gowns, I would like to recognize our interbaccalaureate diploma students. IB diploma students, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, our IB diploma students. Please be seated. And finally, I would like to recognize our top 10% of the class of 2020. At this time, would our top 10% please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Let us give all of our honor graduates and the class of 2020 a big round of applause. Next, I would like to recognize the Principal's Award recipients. David, Tsai, Belden, and Shakeela Wilkes, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Thank you. At this time, I would also like to recognize all of our Andress faculty that is here today helping make this event possible. Let's give them a big round of applause to our faculty. At this time, I would also like to recognize our Andress faculty and Ms. Rendon, our Sam, that are here today helping make this event possible. Let's give them a round of applause. And last, but certainly not least, I would like to thank our hardworking assistant principals who are consistently working behind the scenes, making sure that everything runs smoothly. Let's give our assistant principals a big round of applause. It is my honor to now certify our graduates. Class of 2020, please stand. Mr. Cabrera, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Carla Gonzalez, As principal of Andress High School, I certify that all students receiving diplomas today have met all the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Board of Trustees, the El Paso Independent School District, and the state of Texas, and are entitled to receive their diplomas. Please be seated. At this time, graduates of Andress High School class of 2020, prepare to receive your diplomas. Okay, here we go.
Andrea Daniela Bazan. Shakeela Wilkes, Salutatorian. Darren Bryant, top 2%. Paula Klaus, top 2%. Samantha Margarete Porter. Danielle Whitney. Leonardo Carzoli. Nayeli Cintron. Ashley Garay. Ariana Simone Gentle. Julian Alonso Martinez. Jasmine Morin. Tanya Joanna Erica Marie Slavic. Jeremy Anthony Southern. Nina Simone Washington. Lainey Amanda Alvarado. Valeria Barrientos Chavez. Amanda Marie Camacho. Joyce Elaine Castañón. Amber Nicole Deshays. Monica Chantel Gibson. Damaris Samantha Martinez. Andre Dominique Menchaca. Danielle Mercado. Omar Montoya Jr. Kathleen Calixa Pacheco. Serena Pacheco. Alicia Ann Quintero. Omar Francisco Ramirez. Lila Day Rivera. Maya Celeste Robitaille Weaver. Jorge Rodriguez Escobar. Felipe Ruiz. Athena Renee Soto. Vanessa Vance. Cassandra Renee Warling. Jacqueline Zubia Vitolas. Carlos Alberto Abundis Alvarez. Luisa Yamil Acosta Hernandez. Alina Marie Aguilar. Zulema Aguilera. Palina Alvirde. Lauren Nastasia Andersky. Ariadna Jocelyn Arredondo. Angel Orlando Avalos. America Avila. Emilio Barbosa Jr. Alexia Carali Barosillo. Jasmine Nicole Barrios. Eros Ismael Batista. Jacob Allen Bone. Julian Briseño. Erica Simone Broussard. Marcus Devontae Brown. Daisy Marie Burgos. Diego Cardenas. Kevin Jair Carmona. Mariah Violet Carnero. Raúl Carranza. Melissa Beatriz. Excuse me. Kathleen Calixta Olivas. Melissa Beatriz Cartagena. Bethany Jade Castillo. Jesus Cepeda. Robert Cervantes Jr. Donna Chavez. Marian Joy Clemente. Jade Collins. Jasmine Collins. Gabriela Victoria Colon. Javier Corona. Nicole Adali Cortez. Cole Anthony Kostick. Edgar Cruz. Ethan Lloyd Curry. Samantha Guadalupe Davila. Kimberly Delgado. Haley Rose de la Garza. Jesus Andrés de León. Michelle de los Santos. Jacqueline Michelle de Luna. Leslie Diaz. Valerie Diaz. Dylan Lee Dorian. Sid Driscoll. Valeria Evelyn Duarte. Shakaya Lanique Dutton. Isis Solana Elliott. Haley Annalise Esparza. Darius Faki. Isabel Eileen Falk. Antonio Flores Flores. Amaya Tanae Foreign. Daniel Frere Jr. Dominique Chouffet Frederick. Gustavo Christian Gallardo. Tristan Martin Gandara. Alexis Eduardo Garcia. Amber Veronique Garcia. Anthony Jacob Garcia. Estela Yaritza Garcia. Jacob Garcia. Stephanie Garcia. Yariela Garcia. Sebastian Geyer. Raul Gonzalez Jr. Nicholas Alexander Groover. Daniela Itzel Gutierrez. Juan Daniel Gutierrez. Samuel Gutierrez. Jasmine Beatriz Guzman. Brianna Shakira Hare. Genevieve Nadine Hall. India Ashante Hampton. Caleb Nathaniel Hansen. Emilia Shea Harris. Angela Amy Hernandez. Deja Delilah Hernandez. Dominique Hernandez. Hector Hernandez. Alana Hediger. Casey Alexander Holguin. Kimberly Huitron. Nayeli Denise Iribarren. Joshua Christopher Jackson. Armando Jaques. Ira Jenkins. Anthony Dylan Jimenez. Demontre Keyshawn Jones. Marcus Jones.
Walk all the way to the end.
Sam Jones. Kara Lynn Jewell. Taylor Amanda Keister. Jaden A. Michaela Kendrick. Calvin David Kirk. Aisha Michelle Larkins. Jacob E. Andrew Leva. Nicholas E. Christian Leva. Anais Lira. Benjamin Lloyd. Alejandro Luis Lopez. Isabella Lopez. David Lopez III. Jocelyn Lujan. Samantha Macias. Cruz Celine Macias Rodriguez. Kevin Marcelo Madrigal. Ana Victoria Maestas. Daisy Aileen Maston. Micah Linnae Martin. Aaron Ignacio Martinez. Destiny Monique Martinez. Isabel Martinez. Zoe Martinez. Shanavia Brianna Leanne McConaughey. Keandre William McDowell. Jocelyn Medina. Raymond Daniel Menchaca. Bea Angela Mendez.
2 seconds, 2 seconds.
Mia Catherine Mendiola. Angel Jose Mireles. Jacqueline Montoya. Jaden Lee Moon. Jair Fernando Morales. Brandy Alyssa Morgan.
Stay 2 seconds.
Putriel Jumal Morgan. Zaida Itzel Moriel. Madison Rayleigh Mosier. Leila Margarita Munoz. Sarah Michelle Nazariega. Daniel Ray Nettie Jr. Sir Kristen Oliver.
Good job, sir.
Brianna Itzel Ordaz. Sarah Ruth Ordaz. Alejandro Ortega Jr.
All right, Alejandro, good job.
Devontae Owens.
All right, Devontae. Yeah.
Isaiah Raheem Thomas Pace.
All right, Isaiah, good job.
Fernando Palacios.
Go to the X, go to the X.
Alyssa Parlett.
Go to the X, good job, Alyssa. Go to the X, 2 seconds.
Diego Israel Perez. Prisma Cassandra Perez.
Good job, good job.
Ron Idarian Perez.
All right, Ron, good job.
Vivian Isabella Perez.
All right, Vivian, good job.
Destiny Irene Portillo. Amy Samantha Portillo Barrientos.
Congratulations,
Madison Hope Pierto. Terrence Devon Pruitt.
2 seconds at the X. 2 seconds at the X. Don't rush it.
Samuel Alberto Puentes. Luis Leonardo Rangel Garcia.
Congratulations, Luis.
Dominique Monica Ratcliffe. Errol Rios.
All right, Harold, good job. 2 seconds at the X.
Gabriela Robles.
2 seconds, Gabriel, at the X.
Oscar Rocha.
All right, Oscar, good job. Congratulations.
Andrew Ray Rodriguez.
All right, Andrew, good job.
Cynthia Rodriguez.
Congratulations, Cynthia. 2 seconds at the X.
Gabriel Rodriguez.
Congratulations, Gabriel. Good job.
Luis Ernesto Rodriguez.
Good job, Luis. 2 seconds at the X. Good job.
Sergio Rodriguez.
Good job, Sergio.
Gabriel Romero.
Good job, Gabriel. Take your time. Take your time. This is your moment.
Brianna Alondra Salas.
Congratulations, Rihanna.
Diego Salazar.
Good job, Diego.
Blanca Leonor Sanchez. Daphne Naomi Sanchez Hernandez.
Good job, Daphne.
Jacob Sanchez. Mercedes Sanchez. Zachary Philip Sanchez.
All right, Zach. Good job, Zach.
Aaliyah Jade Santillano.
Congratulations, Aaliyah.
Giovanni Evan Alexander Schmidt.
Good job, Giovanni.
Arturo Sierra Jr.
All right, Arturo, good job. Take your time. You're good.
Carlos David Silva Jr.
All right, Carlos, good job.
Daniel Kanan Sipple. Cameron Logan Smith.
All right, Cameron, good job.
Colin Lee Smith.
All right, Colin, good job.
Juliana Elizabeth Smith.
All right, Juliana.
Seth Lorenzo Soto.
All right, Seth, good job.
Alyssa Michelle Staines. Jalen Stallworth. Edward John Starks.
All right, Edward, good job.
Isaac Scott Stevens. David Ray Tsai Belden.
David, good job, David.
Dasmi Marie Talamantes.
All right, good job.
Micaiah Ann Taylor.
All right, Makai, good job.
Stephen Albert Teran Jr.
Take your time, take your time.
Stephen Douglas Thompson.
Congratulations, Stephen, good job.
Emmanuel Torres.
All right, Emmanuel, good job. Third step.
Ruben Urieta.
Good job, Ruben.
Gabriel Valenzuela.
All right, Gabriel, good job.
Rodrigo Thomas Valle.
All right, Rodrigo, good job.
Andress Miguel Vasquez Gibson.
Take your time, take your time.
Daphne Corina Velasquez.
All right, Daphne, good job. Take your time, take your time. Take your time. All right.
Ivan Antonio Velez.
All right, Ivan, good job.
Ivan Nicholas Vera.
All right.
Sanai Vera.
Take your time. Take your time.
Dimitri Angel Vidal.
Congratulations, Dimitri. 2 seconds at the X.
Amy Esther Vidales.
Stop at the X for 2 seconds. Good. Way to go. Stop at the X 2 seconds.
Jose Alberto Vidales Jr.
All right, Jose, good job.
Andy Jacob Vives.
All right, Andy, good job. 2 seconds in the middle.
America Raquel Wade.
Congratulations, America. Good job.
Brooklyn Patrice Williams.
Congratulations. Take your time. Take your time.
Jaime Malachi Wilson.
All right, Jaime, good job.
Joel Christopher Wilson Jr. Maya Aaliyah Withers.
Congratulations.
Vanessa Danielle Wortham. Sadie Lisbeth Yanes.
All right, Sadie.
Aldo Yanes Jr. Carlos Alberto Rivera.
Let us give a round of applause for the Andress High School Golden Eagles class of 2020. And now some words from our salutatorian, the second highest academic achiever for the Andress High School class of 2020, Shakeela Wilkes.
Class of 2020, we did it. Not in the way any of us would have imagined, unless you're prone to terrible nightmares or you have 20/20 vision. I don't think any of us would have imagined a world pandemic in which we would barter with toilet paper and germ eggs, or show up to our own graduation ceremonies having to sit 6 feet away from beloved friends and family. I believe many of us pictured this year going differently. We had plans. We had ceremonies, banquets, concerts, games, dances, sports seasons, events, parties, and celebrations to attend and cherish. In fact, I made a list of all the events I missed due to Corona. Except, due to my time limit, I don't think I'll be able to go all the way through it. So, COVID-19 has made this a hardship not only for the class of 2020 seniors, but for the whole world as well. I would like to remind the class of 2020 that of all our previous challenges we faced a whole year with no principal to lead us. Instead of class pets, we had class plants growing along the walls of our classrooms. We've had to finish our last year without our classic quad and a student parking lot. We've lived through a homeless man living on campus eating Coach Forbes pudding cups. And lastly, we fought off the mumps. We also had to work out in a dingy weight room, but that didn't stop us from being successful. Imagine what our future Eagles are going to be able to do with a $3.6 million weight room. Like many of you, we tend to focus on the present, but we also need to look back and celebrate our accomplishments. We had 4-time district champs for our girls basketball team. We had boys soccer 2-time district champs. Girls softball made playoffs every single year since 2005. Our cheer squads won many championships, and our boys basketball went super far in playoffs. My favorite moment from this basketball season was an away game against our rivals, Chapin. We got down by 22 points during the game. At halftime, the locker room was full of frustration as we were down 32-12. But we didn't let the hardship overcome us. We pulled together, persevered, and didn't quit. We hit a layup at the buzzer to win by 1 point. I think that is what Joseph Campbell meant when he said, "Opportunities to find deeper power within ourselves come when life seems most challenging." The point of all this is that we as a class have endured our fair share of hardships, and everyone here will go through their own individual hardships. Perhaps you are the first high school graduate in your family or will be the first college grad. Perhaps you will face financial difficulties, health issues, family relationship difficulties, crushed dreams, or disappointments. The point is that we all have our own challenges and obstacles in our lives. But I encourage you to never give up on yourselves or your dreams. I urge you to stay strong and to not let the hard times in your life discourage you or hold you back, but rather let them mold you into a better version of yourself and push you towards your full potential. C.S. Lewis once said, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny." So whether your future goals are to become an NFL player, a rock star, artist, housewife, entrepreneur, CEO, or actress, I encourage you to work hard, as you have in the past, towards your goals and future. Senior class of 2020, I must say that this is not our defining moment. Remember all the moments of your high school years that made up your high school experience. We will not let the lows and difficulties be our defining factor. We must cherish every collective moment, even the ones that built up to this. So let us take the time now to safely say our farewells as we close the end of a chapter of our lives. Thank you, teachers, staff, and fellow students, for an epic 4 years. This is a bittersweet goodbye as we all move on to the next chapters in our lives. Thank you, Andress High School, and good luck to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Shakeela, for your beautiful words of encouragement. At this time, please help me welcome to the screen Senior Class President Ashley Garay as she leads the traditional turning of the tassel.
Graduates, please rise. Classmates, it's time for us to take the final step to graduate. At this time, please take your tassel and move your tassel from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of Andress High School, the class of 2020.
Class of 2020, I am proud to be the first one to officially congratulate you as graduates of Andress High School, the mighty class of 2020. You may be seated. This evening has been a very special one for all of us. We are all here together to celebrate this great accomplishment. But I have to say there is something even more symbolic about this evening, because it is the last time you're all coming together as a mighty class of 2020. And being that you never had a senior sunset, tonight you had a beautiful sunset to celebrate this occasion. Class of 2020, please stand with your flower in your right hand. At this time, I would like for you to reflect on the many years of schooling that you have had, and I would like for you to think of that special person that has helped guide you through those years. You received a flower tonight. I would like for you to raise that flower and dedicate it to that person who has influenced you along your journey. Thank you very much, graduates. Please give this flower to that special person you dedicated to them after the ceremony tonight. Graduates, at this time, place your flower on your seat and remain standing. Audience, please stand and join the class of 2020 in singing and clapping to the song of victory. Tonight, seniors, this is your victory. Please join us in our Andress fight song. Thank you. Please be seated. And now we'll have Andrea Bazan with our closing remarks.
The faculty and staff of Andress High School thank you for your attendance and cooperation. We wish our graduates the very best. This completes our commencement exercises. Graduates, prepare to exit and begin your lifelong journey. Please remain seated. Mr. Monago will exit groups in an orderly fashion.
Congratulations, Andress class of 2020. We are so proud of you. We can't wait to see what your future holds. At this time, we'll be exiting row by row, and we'll start with the first row. Will the first row please stand? And we'll be exiting this way towards Miss Montero. Let's give them a round of applause as our Andress graduates exit. Thank you, everyone, for celebrating this momentous moment with us. Second row, please stand.